I just want to give a quick thought of what I thought of the Destiny beta. Before I played the beta, I didn't have much, how could I say, confidence in how Destiny was going to be. I thought it was going to be another average MMO, it's not going to be special. Because MMOs, like, I'm a console gamer. I've pretty much been a console gamer all my life. I never really played PC. And my experience of MMOs on consoles is DC Universe. Yeah. So you can see why I'm so hesitant towards MMOs in general. And then when I heard Elder Scrolls Online, which I was actually looking forward to, I was genuinely excited to play it. Then I heard like that it was terrible, it was disappointing. My hopes and my confidence were just going down and down and down. But I had a small hope because it was made by Bungie, and which I love Halo. I am a big fan of the Halo series, of its multiplayer and its story. Surprisingly, not many people like the story as much as you think. I mean, for such a big game, I understand it's mainly multiplayer, but I understand, like with Call of Duty, the story doesn't really mean that much. It's not in special. But Halo genuinely has an interesting story with good characters. And I love it. But going off topic. So, I tried the Destiny beta. I said, what I got to lose? And by God, I don't think I've ever changed my opinion on the game expressed by a demo or beta so fast in my life. Within the first hour or two of playing it, I was hooked. I loved Destiny. First of all, the graphics. I know I'm not much of a graphics guy, but I was so surprised by how good the game actually looked, especially for a beta. It looks really good. I mean, the graphics are great. The sound was great. Like, yeah, Tyrion. I can't believe I'm listening to Tyrion tell me what to do in a game. I was like, awesome. And yeah, he sounds robotic and maybe not as charming as people would like, but it goes well because he is a robot after all. So it didn't bother me too much. I was just still amazed. I was hearing Peter Dinklage talking to me in a game. And I played it and I loved the gameplay straight away. Felt like any normal first person shooter, but it felt so smooth. The sound was great, the levels were great, the enemies, everything was going so good. When I got to the tower, I was like, awesome, we got a hub area. And of course, it held perhaps the greatest part in this entire beta, which I hope some of you know is the football. Or should I say soccer ball. It's amazing how much time I wasted along with other people, but just kicking a football around the tower. It was one. If you don't know, the tower is like the hub area. It's where all you and all other players like hang out. It's where you may buy weapons, equipment, new armor, get challenges and stuff. But there's like a football just randomly there behind the shop, and you would just get and kick it randomly, no purpose to it. But we wasted so much time, and it was so much fun. So I know it's a bit random to talk about, but it's really good. And the tower, I really hope that like it's a cool place with all the shops and different equipment to buy, and there's plenty of shop vendors. But I hope in the main game that there'll be like extra parts, like I don't know, like how should we say, mini games, maybe virtual poker where it's like holograms, or like in Mass Effect hologram chess or something. I'd really like something like that just to make the place feel a bit more relevant than just. Obviously, yeah, you buy web stuff, it's handy, but it'd be nice to just chill out there with your friends and not just stand there. Hell, just implement some mini soccer game into it where there's two goalposts and you just kick the soccer ball. At least then it'll give you some purpose to it. But getting on to the main game, the co-op missions were great. There was only a couple and they weren't too difficult, but it gave me a taste and I can see that it's going to be a great game. The gameplay is just great, and I picked the Titan and I really loved him. The character creation is very in depth. Like, it's not the best really in depth you can get, but I picked the robot, or Exo I believe, and I love the look of him, and it's just cool how detailed the character customization is. But there's one thing I find weird, as detailed as that is, you seem to all be always wearing a helmet on missions. Like, it doesn't bother me, but the only place you seem to not like wear it is in the tower, and I'm like, but there's not so much detail, you spend hours, like there's some people who spend hours, I do it at times, just figuring out what's the best way to make your character look. If you wear a helmet all the time, that doesn't like take away a bit from the whole point of it. But beyond that, the co-op missions I loved. I thought it was great fun, and I can't wait for the game. But the multiplayer, the team deathmatch, that was the biggest surprise. It felt like Halo. I loved it. It's addicting. There was only like 2 to 4 maps: Mars, Earth, Venus and the moon. Everything was great about it. There was one or two things they could fix, but overall it was great. It was fun. I really loved it. And I cannot wait for the game. I recommend you all to check it out. It's going to be great. That's all I have to say right now. That was just a quick recap. I'll talk more about it in the coming weeks. Thank you all. If you like, subscribe, comment. And see you next time.